If anyone's out at the moment, I'm just trying to set up my channel, so I apologise for that. I just need to make sure everything's alright, and I can't really see if it is or not. Seems to be. Okay, so my mission tonight is to try and get a Mk2 Space Plane into orbit using the old Space Shuttle design, Space Shuttle Launch System. I've done it before in one of my other saves, but building this one from scratch, and there are some changes. I want to make it more true to life than the original one that I did, which was to have a booster, sorry, an engine on the main tank, which would be the orange tank. I'm trying to avoid that this time. So that the engines would, these engines will carry the shuttle and the booster up into space. I don't know why this has gone a bit. Oh dear. Sure, that'll be fine. No, that's going to be irritating. Well, that's not perfect. I'm not too happy about this area here, but it'll do. We are still in the testing phase, and the only problem I had with this the other day was that... Oh no, it's reset, it's fine. This, the centre of lift, was all the way up here somewhere. I didn't know why. I'm guessing that was just a small bug. But for testing purposes, I've actually got a tank in here, because otherwise the engines don't last too long. Just to prolong the testing phase. So I suppose for this bit, to not have this in here, because the payload bay will be empty. Centre of mass moves forward when the rear is empty, which is good, because again it should be empty when we come back down. Put that back in there. I don't think that did that. Oh, it did. No. Right. Centre of mass is pretty much in line with these. I suppose I could just use the infinite fuel cheat just for testing purposes. Let's see where we are. Oh, it's reasonably close. I had a problem with the plane flipping over. I guess the centre of lift was just too close to the centre of mass, but oh damn, if the mass is too far forward, centre of mass is too far forward, then it struggles to pitch the nose up, which is pretty important when you're coming into land. I'll keep this rear tank empty actually. Let's just see how we go with this. Just want to do a dicky gliding test. See how we go. Oh, I've got the orbital thrusters here as well. There. Okay. Let's see how that runs for a test. So my objective is to get it to glide into a landing, which is reasonably difficult to do considering I'm starting off by going vertical, which isn't true to what will happen when we come back into the atmosphere. I've got no RCS thrusters on this yet either, which is something else I need to fit. Let's go this way. I do plan on coming back in from this way. I get too much horizontal speed, it's the altitude I want. Let's turn this around again. I'm using far as well. Okay. Do need the tank to be empty though, but maybe I will just use a bit of thrust the engines to bring us back around. I want to be facing this way again, east, for the landing. Yeah, see if I can bring the aircraft around. Should be able to from this altitude. Something that seems to happen, you see, it's just starting to play up a little. There it goes, it flips. It's flipped. This is what I don't want to happen. Okay. Now it's flipping around again. Problem is with these engines, I used the LV909s last time. It worked quite well, but these engines just seem to be too heavy on the back, even though the centre of mass promised to be forward of the centre of lift. Which is obviously very undesirable. Let's see what Jeb can do. Can he bring it round? Yeah. Nope, just going into a spiral. Okay, let's revert that, that's no good. No point trying to recover that. Just have a look at this again. I'm going to remove the fuel tank. What I'm trying to do is avoid using the winglets, because for some reason KSP, whether it's far or not, the aeroplanes just seem to want to have those winglets. To avoid that if I can. Right, so the tank is empty. Central mass is there, central lift is there. Need to try and bring that back even more, don't I? Need to try and bring the central lift back. Alright, let's get these wings as far to the end as is aesthetically allowable. Have I done one side, haven't I? No good. Right, that's quite far back now. That's with an empty tank. We'll put the main tank back in there. Leave these ones empty. Leave those ones empty. Main tank. Gotta find it again. That one. No, only one of you. That's too small anyway. It should be that one. Yeah. One. Which one's this attached to? Is this attached to that structure? This is my power, life support and monopropellant. I'm lying, there is no life support in there. If we need it, that's where it would go. Right, I think I'm attached to that. Means we need to strut this from this end. Two struts, that'll stop that wobbling about. Close the panels. Might as well spin it. Come on. Spin that around that way. What I want to do is head over towards the mountains and come back, because that will be the route that I'll be taking my return landing. That'll do. Hopefully the centre will lift much further back now, we're not going to spin around so much. Engage SAS. There we go. Let's slow down a bit. I think that's enough altitude. Right, let's just kill those engines. Well, it feels heavier on the nose now, which is better. Which suggests that it isn't going to flip out as easy. Starts turning. Oops. Ah. I've just lost far too much horizontal speed there. I'm going to do this from a runway takeoff, I think. For that, I think I'll fill up these. Start with the gear down. Let's see how that goes. I was able to take off quite easily before from a runway takeoff, but with the centre of lift further back, won't be as easy, I don't think. Let's see how we go. The reason I was trying to avoid this. Oh no, we're fine. The nose is coming up. Gear up. The reason I'm trying to avoid this runway takeoff is because it's not how it'll be done from orbit. A bit more altitude. I'll probably do a trimming this out a bit. Start turning. Gentle turn. it's never quite as easy on a keyboard either. Oh no, I thought we were sinking then, but we are starting to come around. Question is, we get around before we run out of fuel. I don't want to be too heavy-handed with this. Well, that's a very wide circuit. That's on that downwinds, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do a full circuit here. So I'll just come down on the grass. It doesn't really matter where we land. If we don't make the runway, there's no issue. The important thing is that we can land in from a glide. The engines are about to die. There they go. Don't need car up. Got told take a banana. Welcome to the stream. Fortunately, I didn't have any bananas on me. Even if I did, I didn't really want to put it where you're suggesting. Okay, well, I don't know how long you've been here, but I'm just coming in for a landing, as you can see, and we're not even going to make the runway, so I'm not even going to try. But the important thing is that we can land from a glide. That is the important thing here. Oops. No. I've got air brakes. I don't think I... Oh, that was a bit heavy. Bang. That was a bit heavy. Let's start that again. Okay, we're doing it from a takeoff run. The problem I was having before was the centre of lift was too close to the centre of mass. We were spinning out. Now, these engines at the back are quite heavy, but I want to take a fuel tank up, just as the real shuttle did. Slow down. Just as the real shuttle did. And to do that, we're going to need some quite powerful engines. But the problem with having these engines is they're heavy and tends to cause the aircraft to flip out a bit without making the wings look a bit ridiculous. KSP traditionally, whether it's far, near, or stock atmosphere, traditionally likes having winglets on the nose of the aircraft, or some big ones at the back at the very least. I'm trying to avoid that here. The problem is I've got too much horizontal speed now, so it's been a bit of a pig to try and turn around. We're going to go for a grass landing again. I'm not going to be... I don't think we haven't got enough fuel to do a full circuit anyway. I don't even know what the glide speed is of this aircraft, but I don't think it's particularly slow. We're always going to have a fast landing with this. The thing I want to do before I start building the launch system is to prove that this works, and if we can get this to glide in, then I'm happy with that. Not even necessarily to the runway, because when I come in from orbit, if we ever get there, we should be relatively lined up anyway. The descent from orbit should do that for us. So all we care about at this time is that this thing can land. I've got some parachutes on the back to help slow me down, but I really don't think I'll need them. But we'll keep them there for the time being. I'll be coming in a lot faster from orbital. Right, I need to burn this fuel. I don't want to come in with any fuel in the tanks. And in doing that, I have probably just ruined any chance I have, however. Got some sneaky air brakes, but last time I used these, they snapped off. Yeah. Come on. Hey, how about that? How about that? Okay, I think we can go full air brake now. It does, but when it descends, through the descent, it shouldn't use these engines at all. These should just be for really just getting to a decent apoapsis and just finishing off the orbit. Not even finishing off the orbit. I'd imagine that these little things, they're my orbital thrusters. I'd hope that, well, they will get it finish off the orbit for us, which will be relying on monopropellant, and my monopropellant, here's my little powerhouse. We have the tanks there with some RTGs, which I'm sure the real shuttle didn't have, but unfortunately, in the absence of fuel cells, that'll have to do. Right, I'm going to cover that. Happy with that. We've landed. We've proved that this thing can land reasonably well from a glide. So I think perhaps I'm marching with ill confidence, but we should be able to start building the Space Launch System now. And for that, I'll probably take this to VAB. Up. I want to go up. There we go. Get rid of that. We don't need that. That was just to give us some extra fuel. Just like you say, it burns through fuel really fast. Nope, don't want to launch. Save that. Exit. Now I go to the VAB. And hopefully bring it out from here. Space Shuttle 1. There it is. There it is. Oops. Okay. What's going on? Close that up. We no longer need a payload. Or anything in the payload at this time. I'm quite pleased the way that worked. I have built one of these before, but it had winglets. I'm trying to avoid it this time. I seem to have done that with reasonable success. So let's move on to the launch system. What I will try to do, not have to use an engine on the main fuel tank. I'll give a demonstration of what I mean by that. But up until now, I've had to do this. So if I go to the engines, I think I used a skipper. I had to do that. So this had its own engine. I'm going to try and avoid that this time. However, having said that, I was using the 909s last time, and that worked well, but these weren't powerful enough to take the shuttle and the main tank. Switching over to these 45s, should have much better success with that. I can get it. Okay, let's save that and let's start building the tank. I think we can try and get this as high as we can. We're going to need to angle the engines off to adjust the centre of thrust. Let's get the main engine, the tank, built now, and then we'll fill around afterwards. Battery reaction wheel unit. The size I want. Wow, that's a bit big. That's a bit big. Where's small? There it is. There it is. I'm using. I think it's Ven's part revamp, which is a brilliant mod, but also now don't recognise the parts. I'm gonna need a few of these because we all know how. Anyone whoever's built a shuttle before, we know how unstable this can be. I'm using FAR, so I will need aerodynamics. And there's the cone. already know, just to help balance it out, because we haven't got the gimballing ability of the real shuttle on these engines. Some RCS thrusters like this. Just to give the rocket a nudge of which direction we want to go in. Okay. Just cap this off because aesthetics are important. Get the feeling this needs to go lower down. Well, not as high up as possible. Oops! Oh damn! Come on! Up. There will be about reason. Now what you do is angle these engines to go through the centre of mass. I don't think we will need a full tank or tanks. Have we? Where's our delta V? Oh, fuel lines. I'll be one. So 486 meters per second delta V certainly isn't sufficient. Where's the fuel lines gone? There. No, 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 no. No, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I thought they fixed this. Okay. Just have to go straight. Well, that's silly. I'm just going to go back into the VAB for that. Iliach. Welcome to the stream. The bays. You've seen the bays, yeah. There is a. What I'm doing is trying to build using the Mk2 parts, space plane parts, is try and build a shuttle in the start of the. Oh, there you go. They're already open. Look, there's the bays. There are two, but the back one is actually a compartment for utilities. So I have my power, my batteries, a SAS, and the monopropellant tanks for the engines and the RCS. But I haven't fitted the RCS thrusters yet. This is now the obsolete model. We need to get the new one. Well, I thought in the new VAB, maybe because I had it on its side, I should have tried standing upright. Oh, hang on, what's happened here? Oh, I know. Didn't do that, did I? I didn't flip to the VAB. Space Shuttle 1. Maybe I should have stood the shuttle upright, and that would have fixed the issue I was having with placing the fuel lines. I was just about to say under that same breath that it's been a godsend since they allowed the flipping between mirrored and the rotational placement. That's better. Well, I might as well do the struts while I'm here as well. Might as well do the struts. I definitely know they'll work here. And I think we'll put two at the bottom. Oops, page down. What's happened? To get closer. Camera's gone a bit weird. What's going on here? Oh, what's going on here? That's not right, is it? That's not normal. Radial symmetry and mirror and radial. It's much better since they've allowed that. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but that'll do. Get out of there. Oh, I've launched it. Well, this is just going to explode. Oops, sorry. This is going to explode on the launch pad, I think. We'll see what happens. Wasn't supposed to launch it. Oh, well, it's sitting up stable. What happens if we ignite the engines? Oh! That's what happens. I haven't used the large space plane parts yet. It's a simple case. I've built a space plane out of the Mark II parts before, so I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, and then I'll progress on to the large space shuttle parts. But I'll tell you why, they haven't done an IVA yet for the Mark III space plane, and that bugs me. I don't know why, because it really doesn't matter. You don't spend much time sat in the cockpit anyway, but I see it as an unfinished part. But baby steps as well. Let's get the Mark II plane done, and then we'll see how I go on the Mark III. But also, I'm kind of waiting for the new Mark III wing parts that they're going to bring out 1.0, instead of having to use hundreds of small wing parts. Having said that, there's going to be a very long wait between now and the 1.0. So I will probably have to, yeah, I will do a Mark III. I absolutely will do a Mark III. But just for this moment, I'm going to do a Mark II again, get a Mark II plane, space plane built within this save, and then I can upgrade from there. And just out of curiosity, actually, what's the size difference between the two? That's that's considerable size difference, isn't it? Actually, there's a huge size difference. I've seen a few. I think Shimmy the JJ did a Mark III. It has a Mark III working space shuttle. And I saw his wings, and they were just ridiculously huge with loads and loads and loads of parts. And I'm pretty sure my computer can handle all that, but I just thought I'd wait. But it was only today I read that it's going to be a very long time before we get 1.0 out. And of course, there's plenty of mods that can fill the gaps in the meantime. I think there is some dedicated, no, SPH, there is some dedicated mods to the Mark III now, just to fill out those missing bits. Sure, wings being one of them. So, absolutely will do a Mark III. However, just for this one, just doing a Mark II, because I know how to do it roughly, and we'll see how it goes. However, I am doing some differences. Okay, right, the centre of mass. Now, I need to aim these engines through the centre of mass. I've done the fuel line, so let's look at the right 5,833 meters seconds delta V. That is loads. This thing could get to orbit on its own. What's the thrust to weight ratio? 0.47. So it's got the delta V. It hasn't got a thrust to weight ratio. Not that I want this to get to orbit on its own. I do want the boosters as well, but I knew that I wouldn't need 2 full tanks. But we just need to get to an altitude where, if the boosters can do the heavy lifting, the lower part, then hopefully we'll get to it. They'll separate at an altitude where this thrust to weight ratio will be 1 at least. How much delta V is in the shuttle without the boosters, actually? Because I don't want too much. 874, see, that's quite a lot. I don't need that much delta V in here, I don't think. Because all I need to do, all I want these engines to do is circularize the orbit I just need this, the boosters, to clear us at the lower part of the atmosphere. This tank to get us our upper access up to at least 100 kilometers, I'd say. And then I want these to circularize. Well, let's put it on. Let's put it all on and just see how we go, and then we'll tweak the fuel afterwards. So I need another 2 radial decouplers. No, hang on a minute, before I do that. Fuels reset. I don't think I need much more than that. We'll see, won't we? We'll see, but at the time of separating, this tank will certainly be empty. Which will leave. Where does the centre of mass go? Okay, so it doesn't deviate too much. To aim these engines through that. So I want to try and lift this up a little bit more actually. It's going to break all my fuel lines, isn't it? See what happens. Can always undo. Oh no, they held. And the struts held. Oh, that's fine. That's worked out okay. Did that actually move up? It did, didn't it? Because I think this was... Let's just have another look. The other advantage of this being further up makes these more effective. These thrusters at the top, which are going to be quite important. Looks a little bit weird. Oops. Can't always be about aesthetics. Let's just see how the engine angle goes. Can we angle the situ? Can't. Okay. We're going to need structural. These. Okay. Well, I don't know where mine's part clipping. I don't mind part clipping certain things like this. They are just structural after all. Not one to clip intakes and things all around the place. Oops. Anyway. Oh. No, it's not going to let me do it anyway. Ah, it's the Germans. That's alright. I hope I'm speaking clearly enough. I don't know how fluent you are. Unfortunately, I don't speak German. I can speak a little bit of French. Okay, well nothing's. Why can't I can't adjust anything here. I thought I'll be able to angle these engines, and if we can't do that, that's completely mucked up my plans. I thought with these little structural parts, well, they're working there. Okay, I think I know what I have to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, just please bear with me a minute, this is clearly fiddly. Start that again. Well, I enjoy better luck with these ones. A little bit bigger, I can see what I'm doing. No, it has to be these little ones. For some reason, these are the only connectors that you can adjust See, it's not letting me do it again. Ah, oh, damn it. I wonder if it's the part that the Ven's parts that have caused this, or if it's the 0.90. But these used to be able to, with these little things, with these little ones here, Mark 1 octagonal struts. You used to be able to angle them any which way you wanted. See, like that, like it's doing there. I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that on the end here, and I don't know why I can't. But it's pretty important that I do. Aha! All of a sudden, it works. It's not attaching to node very well. Okay, that's alright. Right, this is what I was trying to achieve. So that, I need that. Hang it up just a little bit more. Oh, don't worry about writing mistakes. Even English write mistakes, especially in today's world. It's appalling the how illiterate just some people can be. Even in my job, I've got some senior management, and I can write emails much better than they can. Well, that looks spot on. That looks spot on. Right? Close enough, anyway. The SAS, RCS, and the gimballing of the engines should be able to compensate for any slight imbalances. Let's save that. We should be ready for the boosters. Let's see what we do with the boosters. Let's find that centre of mass again. There. Need to put the boosters pretty much down that. How are we doing with this? This tank I emptied. Bring that back. And that gives us 4,500 milliseconds delta V, which again in itself should be able to take this shuttle to orbit. But we don't have the thrust to weight ratio. To do that we need these. All the things that will attach to these. Am I in radial or am I mirrored? Mirror now. I think. Oh, I can't see me. Oh, there. I think we need to step them out to here. Oops. That work? Yes. Rid of that. Okay, the boosters. S1 SRBs, here they are. Do you know what? I keep forgetting these. I keep forgetting them. Ah, of course. Of course. I don't need those octagonal struts at all, do I? I keep forgetting about them. I completely forget about that. They're even there. Right, save this just before I completely undo my work. But yes, get rid of them. Get rid of them. 45s. Is it rotate? It is, isn't it? I've never used these. This is the first time I'm using these. Oh, what an idiot. The thing's there and I'm just completely oblivious to it. Oh man. Thank you. Peliach? Is that right? Peliach? Right, okay, let's stand this back up. No, no, thank you very much, we don't need you just now. Right. Get the fuel out of this tank again. That didn't matter so much. But by the time this separates, we'll probably be about there maybe. That doesn't matter too much because the variation wasn't huge. Rotate. Rotate this part. You say? Well, I think that's too much, isn't it? That is too much. And that's okay because as it empties, the centre of mass moves up or towards the space shuttle anyway, which is what we want. Ah, I can't believe that was right there. Hey, we're all here to learn, aren't we? To a certain extent. Nope. Place. No. I think that's alright, isn't it? Right there. Okay, hopefully I can strut this without and it all going weird again. We still are on mirror. On mirror. 2 of strut there. Oh, it didn't attach. Why didn't that attach? That's irritating. What about the top? Did the top didn't attach either, did it? Okay, let's go from the booster to the tank. See what's going on there? That attached the space plane. Well, oh. I think there's a bug here. Have I found a bug? I haven't. Ready to grab these now. Got them. Right, radio attach. Yes, mirror. Mirror attach, that's what I want. Not radial. Okay, well fine, I'll just go back to the space plane hangar. Do that then. I think there's a slight issue there. I don't know whether that's Ven's stock revamp or if that's something to do with the game itself. But what we do need is some of them, so I'll just fit them, save that, and we'll head back to the SPH. Yes, I'm a huge fan of those films. Definitely. And I'm looking forward to the Avengers 2 as well. Although, I haven't watched the latest Thor. I've watched both Captain Americas. All 3 of the Iron Mans, although I wasn't a huge fan of Iron Man 3. In fact, I haven't even bothered buying it on disc yet. I probably won't. Love both the Captain Americas. Got the first Thor, but didn't get the second. Is there a third? DC, yeah. The Batman's the Nolan Batmans. I very much enjoyed. Oh, I thought we lost the boosters then. Go to the VAB and load Space Shuttle 1. There it is. But I really am looking forward to Avengers 2. Right, hopefully we'll get better luck from this one. That's worked. Just about grab the bottom. Go. Okay, that should be all the struts we need. So shuttle is strutted with 4, 2 fuel lines, and the boosters are strutted as well. Oh, have I launched it? I've just launched it, haven't I? I just launched it. I didn't mean to launch it. We'll fire the boosters though and see what happens, huh? Staging's not set up yet. Okay, let's get these decouplers right. So we want them, and we want the chutes to deploy at the same time. That's for the shuttle. Fine. This is a bit cruel for the Kerbals, but it's for science. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, I ignited the wrong engines. Oh dear. Oh dear. Get away from that tank. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. No survivors. No one survived. Those explosions are a bit loud. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy, that is my favourite. That is my absolute favourite. I rushed out to buy that one on Blu-ray. And I didn't wait for anyone. I just went ahead and watched it as soon as I got it. And they're already doing the second one, aren't they? They're already doing the second one. But Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely my favourite. It's just got that edge of comedy that's just enough. Right, let's revert that back to the space plane. Jeb's gone. Jeb's gone. Now I could build an ejector system for the space plane. Maybe I will. Maybe I will, because Jeb does need to be saved. However, still in the unmanned testing stage. Those were dummies. That was a dummy of Jeb. Save that, and then let's go back to the VAB. Should just be a case of setting up the staging, the engine balances and everything now. We should be good to go. And I will be amazed if this gets to the orbit on gets to orbit on first try. SPH. This is fantastic as well, being able to do this. 0.9 brought out. There was a little bit of backlash about all the gizmos. People wanted squad to concentrate on other things rather than hangar editors. But no, it was definitely worth it. Definitely. Okay. Right, staging. Them to ignite and these ones to ignite. Thrusters. My time here is just gone 10 o'clock where I am, evening. Germany 2 hours ahead. Okay, so first action, separate the boosters and the parachutes. I'll tell you what we haven't done. We haven't done just need some little separatrons. Are we? It doesn't actually matter mirrored or what at this point. Nope. That's what we want. Okay, I want to make sure that these get blasted away from the wings. So actually, you're 1 hour ahead. You're 1 hour ahead. I thought we'd be further ahead than that. How many time zones does Germany have? Is it just the one, or is there a another time zone in your country? Okay, Separatrons now. One needs maximum thrust, but they just need just a short blast just to push it away from the main assembly, and then drag should do the rest, especially if the parachutes are coming out. Save that. Let's make sure these are within the correct area of staging. 3. I'll just put in there. That was right, that was right. Go. Boosters. Fine. Parachutes. Decouplers, and then this is another great feature where they glow as well, just to indicate which ones they are. Okay, what's our thrust to weight? 1.63. So it's a little bit high. We don't need that much. Oops, come back. 1.4, 1.3. We'll try 1. Start 1.3. This will just be satellites, I suppose. Just small satellites. There's not a great deal we can fit in there, is there? It'll just be small little satellites, communication satellites. Normally, I haven't got it in this save, just for the stream, because it'll just be a pain to begin with. But I normally use remote tech, so it'll just be, well, I suppose it'll just be small communication satellites. Through this payload, I have been able to lift things in another save, lift probes that will get to Minmus. Very small ones, of course, but they will get to Minmus. So there is some stuff we can do. Nothing that would leave the Kerbin system. Excuse me. Nothing that will leave the Kerbin. Nothing that will leave the Kerbin system. But just for communication satellites, little survey satellites to the moon or Minmus or high orbital. So I have D-Magic orbital science, and which provides loads of science instruments. What's the other one? I have ScanSat as well. So there is quite a few things we can lift. Medium-ish probes to stay within Kerbin's orbit, and then small probes just for surveying the moon and Minmus. Moon. I usually say moon. A lot of people just say moon or mun. Okay. Boosters, main engines, parachutes, decouplers, the 4 Separatrons. Just double check that they are 1. Yep. Main decoupler, and an orbital, and then the parachutes for landing, which I haven't had to use yet, but I haven't come back from orbit. Okay, so now I suppose it's just down to the fancy things. Delta V 5600. I think that's reasonable. Don't think we need to put much more than that in there, especially for an empty payload. Centre of mass. Let's just check that quickly against the centre of thrust. Oh dear. We'll also have to see on that one. I've not flown before. As I said before, I had the engine here on the fuel tanks with the smaller 909s instead of these. So I had the centre of thrust nicely lined up. Not in this case, but then my engines are staggered. So I mean, where's that going? That's kind of going through it, as rough as you can be with the mouse. Okay, that looks good. Just need some launch stability. And this we use the phaser towers. Of course, they need to be able to get into the shuttle. England. I live in England. Now, I'm not going to use these because these actually pump fuel. As good as they look, they do. If I can disable it though, I think. In fact, it's not letting me do anything anyway. We'll just leave them out for the minute, especially as this is a test. Not important at this point. One tool, one there. Think that should be for the launch. Go first. Oops, no, we don't want that. Got engines to ignite, and then we want to release. Oh boy, I haven't done the ejector system for Jeb yet. But we're still testing, so it's fine. Okay, so let's just do a few quick pad tests. So RCS. Right, we got the. Let's keep that open. Have Kerbal Engineer. F5. Rid of that. Is there nothing for other than visuals at the moment? I think. Oh, and SAS. SAS. I'm facing the wrong way as well. I want the shuttle to be facing out to sea rather than the way that it is, but that's okay. The first launch never usually goes right anyway, doesn't it? Somerset is the county I live in, which is the southern, southwest, I suppose. Well, it's more west of England than south, but you get the idea. Let's see, just double check the engines are right. Okay, good. Maximum thrust. Ignite. Go. Oh. It's not a good start. Well, it seems to be recovering well. Now I need to spin this around, which I think is going to completely end the flight. Oh dear. I should have just left it to see how it went. It's not too late. It's not too late. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, at least it goes up. Right, grab this. And oh, no, that would be an interesting launch. That's what we want. That's what we a bit. Oh, okay. These engines were trying to push it over, weren't they? I'm just wondering if we splay the boosters out a bit. I think that's what we need to do. Oh no, the struts didn't follow it round. Will it be kind and let us? No. Let's take this back to the SPH quickly. I don't know. I don't know. That. Yeah, sorry, I've got nothing else more to say on that. I don't know. That probably should. I don't know. I wasn't. I've only making excuses now. I've not always lived in Somerset. Lived here for a fair while now, but I moved here for work and I haven't really ventured out that much. Not sightseeing anyway. I tend to go back to where I came from rather than explore where I currently live. Just double checking the staging quickly. Looks like it should be all. Just had a thought about something actually. I don't want these to finish off my orbit, do I? These engines. Because once this tank detaches, these engines will pretty much become useless. But hey, let's get there. Okay, Google away. I'll just be killing more Kerbals while I do that. Okay, let's see. Oh no, I need to restruct these, don't I? So let's save that. Let's go back to the SPH. And let's load from the VAB. 81 parts, it's starting to creep up in part count now, isn't it? I suppose 81 isn't too bad. 4 of those we're leaving behind on the launch pad. Right, I think we need to lay this down. Reattach these struts. 2 off, please. Bottom one's the same. I'd love to know if that's Ven's parts that are doing that, or it's a stock bug. I don't think it would be Ven's parts, because he is just using these stock parts. Okay, save that, and head back. Hey, we can launch from here, can't we? Yeah, let's launch from the launch pad, that's what we'll be doing. Space Shuttle 1. Oh, look at that, it's in the right position as well. Save it in here. Oh, the strut's gone, the strut's gone. No, I need to load from the SPH, that's why. It's better. Yeah, I see the struts. That's the way we want to be facing. Quick part check. Yep. Engines. Just boosters. Main decoupler. And then the orbital maneuvering engine. System, wasn't it? OMS. I don't think my text is working properly. Just gonna try and fix something real quick. I don't know if okay, watch Butthole Take a Banana and Peliach. First messages you wrote are on my screen still. I don't think Butthole's here. Oops. Sorry, forgive me a second. Don't know why this has stopped working. I don't know if you can tell me. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Well, I'm on the Somerset-Dorset border, if that means anything to you. And if you could just I don't like doing this, but the chat that's displaying on the screen. That's old chat, isn't it? You're seeing old chat. It's not up to date. Z Gamers, hello, welcome. I'm just having a little bit of stream trouble at the moment. My chat isn't showing up. So please forgive me just for a second while I fix that. If not, I will just remove it because it can be nothing but irritating. But what you should be seeing on the screen is an up-to-date chat. So Z Gamers, you should see hi on the screen. I don't think you are, but you can quickly tell me if you are or not. If you're not, I'll remove it. Get on with the game. Is your chat scrolling up? Is your chat scrolling up? That you see in the left-hand side of the screen, or are you still seeing old messages? One of them being from Butthole Take a Banana. Oh, something's gone completely wrong. Do you know what? I don't want to say. I'm just going to get rid of that. I am just going to get rid of that. Because... No. No. So... Oh. Bear with me a second, guys. Bear. I don't think that's worked. I don't think that's worked. I'm not going to waste time on it. One more quick readjust. Doesn't work. I don't think it's working, so let's just get rid of that. Aha! Aha, that should work. No, it's not. It's not working. You cannot see it. Okay, fine. If you can't see it, then I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it out anyway. I can see it. You should be able to see it. Whatever it is gone now. Forget that. Right, on with the stream. Okay, so what I'm doing is... Well, you can see what I'm doing. It's evidently here in front of us. This is the second test launch. Let's get rid of that. All I'm doing is just a simple, well, I say simple, these things are never simple, Mk2 Space Plane, get it into orbit using the old Shuttle system. And it's been, the last launch looks like it might be reasonably promising. So let's go, RCS, full throttle. Here's my, hey, lights, that was the wrong button, that's working. Let's see how we go. I'm hesitating, so I'm just making sure that I can. Everything is as it should be. Let's go. Oh, not a smooth launch at all. Not a smooth launch at all. Well, that's not too bad though. I mean, the RCS thrusters aren't kicking out huge amounts. Launch is a bit wobbly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's see how we go. Now, I'm just wondering that if the pitching over, you know, I've got the feeling this is just going to throw a wobbly in a minute and flip out all over the place. We've got a turn on. Not sure why. A wobble on, sorry. Sure why. I'm not too fussed. No, I need you to pitch back. I need you to pitch back. Please. Without wobbling off. I think these main boosters, they need to be 180 degree opposed to each other rather than being set up like that. I really need to get a turn on here. Boosters are nearly gone. I've got not a great deal of horizontal velocity. We, oh, okay, well that works okay. Hey, we're not climbing, we're not accelerating, but it's not by a horrible amount. Why are we wobbling so much? We're completely off of. Where's our orbit? Where's our orbit? Let's switch to that. The autopilot isn't being fantastic. Really need to get horizontal now. Well, this seems to be working. It does look good. I'm relatively pleased with this so far. There's still plenty to go wrong, but I'm glad this is working. I'm glad this is working. You know, we're stable and we're going up. We're not going very horizontal. Let's bring this right down now. We start circularizing. We're going to need these. We're going to need these. Are the orbital engines, the little ones buried back here. Excuse me while I just adjust screens. Did I get a new follower? Did I get a new follower? So I'm seeing 3, but I didn't hear anything. I'm brand new at all this streaming stuff, so you're going to have to forgive me. I'm pretty naive towards it all at the moment. Well, we're in space. We're 72,000. Let's just bring this down now. What's our apoapsis? That's 80,000, so that's okay. We're about to reach apoapsis. Periapsis is coming together. Where's the pod? Oh, I forgot about that. Let's get an orbit going. That'll do. Let's get him on the node. Where's the node? Anti-radial. Maneuver. Now, come on, Jeb. Come on, Jeb. Well, I'm. This is looking good. This is just a sit back and hope now, isn't it? Okay, how much delta V have I got in the next stage? Where is my stages? I haven't got this set up properly, have I? Oh, there it is. 800. I had my cursor on it. 817. I need to start burning the thrust out of these here actually. Okay, detach that. Oh! No! Come on, can you get yourself round, Jeb? Can you get it round? That wasn't smooth at all. That wasn't smooth at all. Right, let's cut that off. Come on, get some manoeuvre, Jeb. Get some manoeuvre node. Really sloppy at this. Got no RCS, so we might as well turn that off. Hey, that's an orbit. That's an orbit. Sit back and chill. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I should have. There was a moment of panic there. A few explosions, which weren't smooth, but hey, that's an orbit. It's a sloppy one. It is a sloppy one. Go pro grade. Go on, guys. Flip the plane over. See what you've achieved. For a second attempt, that's not bad. Should have cleaned the windows before we left. Oh, Lots of blank screens. Well, it works. It works, we just need to get that separation. We need to make that separation just a little bit more clear.
Excuse me. To do that, what I need is these engines. Well, we saw what happened, and I'd said what would happen. These engines will just flip the aircraft out, and they did. So when this separates, we need these engines to shut off and these to start. I think that is only achievable. I don't have B9. I just haven't got B9. I just don't. I've never used it. I've downloaded it, and I just didn't install it. I used to have KW rocketry as well. That was religious that I had that. But since the Ben's part revamp, and I've got the twit scale installed as well, I just didn't see the need for it. Keep the part count down. I've gone towards more science, and well, this is quite a watered down install to what I normally have when it comes to mods, but I have the install life support, CAS, Channel Robotics, Ven's part revamp, which adds a lot of stuff as well, and Universal Storage, that was a big one. Universal Storage adds loads of parts, and I want to keep the parts down. I just want to keep it to exactly what I need. And rocket parts, I think, since Tweet Scale and then Stop Revamp, I'm more than happy with it. I'm not left wanting anyway. When it comes to planes, I was quite content with because it was Portrait, wasn't it, who made this mod first, and then Squad made it stock. And I'm having enough fun with the Mark II without feeling the need to install B9. But I was watching one of Scott Manley's videos recently, and he had B9, and he was doing, I can't remember what he's called it now, but he was at Eve at the time. His Interstellar Quest, I think it is. And the B9 parts did look good. They did look a lot of fun. Okay, PDH, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Once I build up, if I build up followers, then I will settle into a schedule. A little bit more consistency then. Right, I need to sort out this separation. I think I need to use an action group for it. Because I don't think you can shut down... Sorry, I think I picked up a new follower, but I didn't get the alert. Just wondering what happened there. Just give me 2 seconds. Oh, alright, it's just crashed, so I'm just going to ignore that for a minute, because I don't want to get bogged down with that. Guys, if anyone's followed, I haven't seen it, I do apologise. I do have alerts set up, and I don't know why they're not popping up. Unless they're popping up in the stream, and I'm just not seeing them. Just trying to navigate my way to following list. So please just bear with me for a second. 5 followers. 5 followers. Okay, I've got 5 followers. Thank you for anyone that's followed. I didn't get the alert. I don't know why I didn't. It's annoying that I didn't. I don't know if anything popped up on the stream it was supposed to have. But I picked up Zet Gamers and PH, so sorry.
PH and Zet Gamers.
Sorry for missing the follow. I should have all sorts of noises and things pop up when someone follows, and I haven't. Anyway, sorry for missing that. Back to this, right. I need something to help make this separate. Smooth separation. So I'm going to need 2 of these each side. We want to angle them a little bit as well. Now, has that gone the other way? Yes, it has. I don't want it spinning. Right, let's just put that there. Radial, please. Keep saying radial, I mean mirror. Mirror. Let's stitch them just so we can start again. But hopefully they are both facing back. They are. Come on. Yeah, that's right. That's what I want. That's what I want. Don't need maximum fuel in them, I don't think. Okay, so we need to put this in action group. We need to make this an action group so that the Ascent engines shut down when we separate the main tank to avoid that spin. So we'll use action group 0, 10, 0 on the keypad. No, let's not. What we're talking about, let's use 1. We need 1 because that's where my fingers are going to be anyway. So this, if I can grab it, yes, needs to decouple. At the same time, these engines to activate. These to shut down. Okay, so we press 1. They shut off, that decouples, they fire, and these activate to finish off the orbit. They are in line with the centre of mass. That, back to parts, back to the part lists. Now, I don't think, because there's no point holding any fuel in here, once this orange tank is separated, we are running on these engines, monopropellant engines, which run on monopropellant. So any fuel that's left in here is just going to be a complete waste. So I don't think we need any fuel in there at all. I don't know what the real shuttle did. Did the real shuttle have fuel tanks for its main engines, or did it switch to a different propellant? I don't know. I really don't know. It's until I started building this, it's something I never even thought of before. To compensate for that, I think we just had about enough fuel, didn't we? We had just about enough fuel. So I'm just going to increase this a little bit. I'd rather have a bit too much than too little. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. We can always adjust. This is only test 3, for heaven's sake. We've got. I think we've done pretty well so far. Bit constant check. So that will retract. These engines will fire. Those will separate. Now then. We had a bit of an issue with this, didn't we? Though I do want that up there to help with the stability. We don't want it hitting during launch. I'm just going to lower this down a bit. Hopefully that will keep it stable enough. I have got another 2.5. Just to take the weight. Does that look silly? Does that look silly? Does that look a bit odd? Excuse me a sec, I'm just doing a quick window readjustment. Guys, Z Gamers, did you... Oh, I'm brand new to all this streaming, so it's difficult to see what I'm doing from your perspective. When you followed, did you get an announcement to say you'd followed? You don't mind just answering me that. Because if you are, then it's something I'm missing. If you're not, then it's something I've set up wrong. save that. I think we're good for the next launch. Oh, I need to make sure these are out of the way. We don't want them going off. Let's move these up to here, because once we've staged, these will disappear anyway. So if we just make a top, this one here, just make a top one where anything happen, it doesn't matter. Nope. I need you there. They're fine. Parachutes, decouplers are fine. Separator, we want that up there now. Shuttle engines, this should be good. This should be good. Okay, test number 3. Test number 3. Let's see where we are with test number 3. Oh no, I pressed that accidentally, but that doesn't matter. RCS, just quick confidence check that that's working, and it is. Let's have that. Liquid fuel. Ah, of course. Electric charge is fine. And let's see if we can be as successful in this one. No, that's alright though. Come on, come on. Maybe, oh, really don't want to go that way. I think we really will benefit from these being at a 180 radial, opposing each other, these boosters. Really does love to try and tip itself over initially. Although it is lovely and stable. Oh no, it is lovely and stable once the boosters have separated. Which, to some extent, is the better way to be, because that would be the more complicated part of this. Okay, well we can get rid of these because that is sufficient to support this. I don't think it looks particularly nice, but it will serve its function. The staging shouldn't have messed around, but it's always worth just having that check. Quicker to spend a couple of seconds doing this than revert the flight again. Should be the OMS. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and launch that. I think, you know what, I'm going to up these to 2. I don't think 1 was enough. Just a very slight nudge away, rather than... it's 44, wasn't it? Oh, we're 5ing. That doesn't work in here. So, right, launch. Let's see how we go with that. And I'm starting to think if we need some of those little, just those Sepratron boosters just on the top, just to push it away from the tower initially. We'll see how this one goes. RCS, SAS is on. No, not too worried about life support this time. Get rid of the tower. Just get a bit wobbly once that's gone. And let's see how we go this time. Let that stable out a bit. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh no, he's alright. Boosters are gone though. I'm not sure what happened there. Was it the collision with this? Is that what did it? They've gone. Okay, well. At least Jeb and Bill survived. That's the... oh dear. Okay. Well, I don't even know what I need to revise there. Well, let's put these here. I don't like that though. That's not how it happened in the real world. Is it? Just have a horizontal stability. We just have. Much as I don't want to use this at this time because it puts fuel into the tanks. It does swing out and move out of the way. If we're going to do that, we probably. I don't like them being there. It just doesn't look right. No, mirror please, and 2 of them. Where's that? There. Let's see how that goes. This will probably try and fill this up. You should be able to turn them off. I don't know if that's my install, but G. You used to be able to turn off the fuel feed. We'll see. It might not even do it. It might not even do it. Let's just see what happens. Right, RCS, SAS, full throttle. It's all working. Seems more stable. Oh, just. Oh no! What was that? What was that? It was a strut. Is that struts? Oh man! It's just that initial launch, isn't it? Looks like it's stable though. It is stable. It's just that initial launch. It wants to drift forward. We've lost our struts. I don't know if that was something that happened in the VAB or if that's what exploded. I don't seem to be missing anything. S1, yeah, I think it was the struts that exploded, wasn't it? Look at that. That's not right. That's not right at all. We'll see how we go. At the very least, we can still prove the separation system. Don't be leaning over that much just yet. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, there's no time like the present to test that. 1, wasn't it? We set 1. Well, it worked. It worked. We've just got to find out what happened with that. It's just the launch, isn't it? It's just that, oh, don't flip out. You flipped out. Right, let's revert. Just got to find out what happened to... Hi, Benjamin Rocks 1. Hello. Hello, welcome. I think you've already worked out what we're trying to do here. It's working pretty well. We've got to orbit once. But it's the launch that's letting us down at the moment. I think what I'll do. Oh, the struts aren't there. Look. Oh, I repositioned the boosters. There seems to be an issue here where the VAB it just won't do struts properly. I'll have one more go quickly. Make sure we're on mirror, and yeah, I don't know what's going on here. The mirror seems to be a little bit buggy. Let's save that. Let's go to the SPH. Let's go to the SPH. Just do those struts quickly. Redo them. Maybe that's what's throwing the initial launch off. I doubt it. I think that it'll always want to veer off because of the angle of those engines initially. Okay. There are certainly ways around that anyway. Put you down there. Come on. Faster. Structural struts. 2 of. No doubt we'll need to do the, we did need to do the bottom, didn't we? There's already struts there. There we go, that's that. Okay, so what we know so far, we know that it can get to orbit. We know that the space plane itself can glide into a landing. What we haven't done is any of those things consecutively and smoothly. Save that. Let's go back to the VAB, which is where we want to launch from. Oh, no, it's the wrong one. I've picked up pen.
Benjamin Rocks 1.
Hello. Sorry, there seems to be something. I'm supposed to get follow alerts apparently, and I don't get them. I don't know why. But thank you for following and welcome to the stream. Apologies, I didn't spot you when that did happen. Did you get a follow? Did you get a follow alert when you followed? Did you get anything pop up on the screen? A noise, a banner saying that you followed? I'm not seeing them. I think I should be. No, I'm not. I don't not appreciate you for following. I really thank you very much for following. It's just that I still have some things to work out with Twitch. Clearly, this is only my 3rd stream. You didn't get anything. Okay, well, apologies for that. There is supposed to be something. There's supposed to be banners and noises and all sorts. Why it's not working, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just need to log into Nightbot. No, sorry, Night Dev, which should be the one to do it for me. Maybe I need to activate that. So bear with me 2 seconds just while I sort this out. Whether I can or not, I don't know. But let's have a quick look. It is nightdev.com is the one that should be doing this for me, and it's not working. So maybe I need to log in. Bear with me just 2 minutes while I do it. It doesn't seem to want me to log in. So it does list it as a beta. Hey, I'm not going to worry about this now. I'm not going to worry about this now. I'm going to worry about this tomorrow. But thank you very much for following. I will just have to keep an eye out on anyone that does follow. But anyone that does, I do appreciate it, and I will try and catch you as soon as I can. Right, back to this. So let's just try. Hey, oh no, I need to load the one from the SPH. I take it you can see my video feed at the very least. I take it that's working. Let's spin this around to where it's supposed to be. Quick check these. Shoots, yeah, this is fine. Okay, just constantly check on the struts. Yes, I can see 4. Let's save that and launch. Pretty sure we're going to have to... I have... These are... Logitech G35s. I've had them for quite a while now. I've had to replace the earpieces. But otherwise, they are fantastic headsets. I don't regret buying these whatsoever. Okay, right. RCS full throttle. Oh, no, we're going to need to do something about that, definitely. If you can just keep that there for me, Jeb. Well, it's much more stable. Much more stable. Just need to get rid of that wobble on start, initial launch. Okay, it's still trying to push itself up. Oh no, other way. Well, it's looking good so far. At least nothing broke this time. These aren't working too hard. In fact, we can see down here, or maybe it's working just a little. Oh, what's going on? Just suddenly wanted to get into the pro grade. It's fine, it's allowed to do that. It's good, that means we're getting a bit of speed. Ah, I'll tell you what I didn't check. Did this fill up with fuel from that Faza launch tower? Or the umbilical? Looking at this, I'd say it did. Thought this tank.
Firewall fog.
Welcome to the stream, thank you very much. Oh! That was a good separation. Benjamin Rocks, I'm just simply trying to go to orbit. Yeah, Firewall Fog, thank you very much. Yes, apologies for not noticing it straight away. Thank you for letting me know. I do have, well, I thought I had a follower alert set up, and evidently I don't. I've got it down here, all clicked and telling me that it is working, but nothing seems to be happening. But thank you for letting me know. If anyone else follows, if they can please let me know, and I will do the voice thing. I hope that's working. I don't know if that's working or not. I can't hear myself. Yes, and Benjamin Rocks, I'm just trying to go to orbit. I'm just trying to prove that this works, which it does seem to be. It does seem to be. I have built one very similar to this before, but I had to fit an engine to this tank in order to keep it stable. But I did have the smaller engines. Firewolf OG. Apologies for getting your name wrong. This is something else I need to learn. Please don't take offence. Or indeed Firewolf Og. If you let me know if it's Firewolf OG or Firewolf Og, I will do the voice again for you, so I at least get it right. How are we looking? How are we looking on the orbit? Going up still, which is a good thing. It's fine. Okay. I assume that means that the troll voice is working. Okay, I need to get the Apple apps up a little bit quicker than that. But I'm very, very pleased with the way this is working at the moment. Yeah, I think I leveled out a little bit too soon, really. Considering my Apple access at the moment is only 1,000 meters above my current altitude. Firewolf OG.
Firewolf OG.
Hopefully that was better for you. Yes, I have made a space station. I've been playing Kerbal Space Program for a couple of years now, so I have lots of other saves with lots of other things going on. But just to get the stream going initially, I'm just keeping it relatively simple. I didn't want to. I normally use remote tech as well, but again, that'll be for a brand new sandbox save, which this is. And I haven't played sandbox in a long time either, so it's nice having all the parts available to me again. But to start my normal game from scratch would probably be pretty boring, because I need to put a whole satellite network in and everything, so I do like to use remote tech. But I'll be doing different things. I'm working out what I'm going to do. I'll be doing lots of different things, trying lots of different mods once well, hopefully I get a decent amount of followers behind me and maybe some regular viewers. I'll start doing a schedule sooner rather than later, where I'll be doing different things. Have a night where it's just completely stock KSP, but we'll try new mods to see what they look like, because there's a lot of mods I haven't tried. And then we'll do evenings just like this, just where I'm just trying to achieve a particular thing. How much Delta V have I got left? I have got one. Okay, I don't want to burn too much. Right, that's 100. I did prefer my last ascent actually. I was able to keep the thrusters burning without having to stop them, which is what I want to be doing really, but this one, that'll do. About 100, yeah, look, that's perfect. Right, Jeb, due on the maneuver node. Oh, we've only got 200 Delta V to go. What's our periapsis? 100 minus 100,000, so this is going to happen pretty quickly. Do you have any mods, and do you have a YouTube? I don't have a YouTube, no. This is the first thing I've ever done. I have been recording the videos of these, so I could certainly upload them to YouTube, but I don't have one at the moment. Mods, yes, if you scroll down on my channel, there should be a list of the mods I'm using in this particular save. There is quite a few, I'm not going to lie, there's quite a few in this one. You can see, well, you can see Kerbin's got clouds in an atmosphere, that's Interstellar mod. Venn stock part revamp, which I think is just simply amazing. All that does, it just uses forgive me if you already know, I'm not teaching you to suck eggs, but all that is a retexture of the stock parts already in the squad, I think, for the better personally. Plus he's added a few extra ones in. Like I say, normally I've got a lot of ScanSat, the Magic Orbital Science and Inferno Robotics, because I like the flexibility that gives. Estimated burn 16 seconds, so I've got quite a way to go. Let's not spend too much time doing this. Right, my life support. Cancel that, because that's what's stopping me from warping. And you can see up here, look, deadly re-entry, of course. I've got far. I've got distant object enhancer. The mods I tend to use are mostly visual enhancements and improved functionality, as opposed to adding parts to the game. Although I do think that Squad is missing a lot of stock parts at the moment, science parts mainly, and the ability to scan, just to give satellites a much larger purpose. So I have the magical and orbital science, ScanSat, all that involved, just to help along with that, at least for the meantime. Of course, we know that resources are coming and having to scan for those resources. I did have Cathane in my last save, but since it's gone to 0.90, Cathane hasn't updated. So I'm trying Carbonite for the first time. How long have you been using Twitch as well? I've been watching Twitch for a couple of months. I've been using Twitch myself for about a week. This is my third stream. So I haven't been using it long at all. Hence why I've got a lot of functionalities that clearly aren't working, which I think should be working, and follow alerts being one of them. Oh, we need to burn now. And then once that hits 0, oh, that needs just to be a little bit better. That just clipped that then. Now that's orbit. Camera's flipped, so that's orbit. Maybe I was a tiny bit premature jettisoning them. We'll see. I think they're fine, aren't they? Those engines are just finishing the job off fine. The reason I want to break off the tank before we get into orbit... Okay, stop. That's my bad. Not paying attention there. I think, Jeb, you're just a little bit too hasty on that. I want the tank to fall back into the atmosphere. Don't want the tank to be remaining in orbit too long. Right, let's just scrub off the extra speed we got. That'll do. You go pro grade, guys. Pro grade. Yes, I do use OBS to stream. Do I like AC/DC? I do like AC/DC, but don't ask me to name any of their tracks. I like them, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I'm more than happy to listen to them. Please don't unfollow. I'm one of those with a hugely varied taste in music, and I could not like AC/DC, because if I didn't, my old man and my brother wouldn't leave me alone until I did. Well, we're in orbit. 108 by 94. Okay, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I think that was me not paying attention too much. But hey, it works. What sort of PC do you have? That's one. I haven't listed that in the channel at the moment. It's custom built. I built it myself. I've got an i5 processor, 3570K processor. Is that the right way around? GTX, NVIDIA GTX. Geez, 670 graphics card. G-Skill RAM. It's everything is designed to be overclockable. I've never had the need to overclock it as of yet. Games that I play don't need an i7 processor, don't need hyperthreading. I went for the i5 and not regretted anything. Twin monitors. I will have I been to the Sun in real life or KSP? No, I haven't ever been over there. I haven't been any closer than Eve. I'm actually, considering I've been playing for quite a while, I'm quite untravelled in the game. I very rarely go out the Kerbin system. I've never taken any Kerbals out of the Kerbin system. Just because whenever they bring out a new release, I tend to start a new career, or sandbox or whatever. So I've sent probes to Juna, and I've landed on Juna with a probe, and I've landed on Eve with a probe, but I haven't gone any further or closer than that. I just haven't, and like I say, no Kerbals have gone further than Minmus. Minmus is fun. I love Minmus. I'd spend a lot of time in Minmus. When I did, on my last save, I built a ground station on Minmus. It's a brilliant world, I think. I am going to, you know what? Oh no, I know we. Okay, Firewolf, thank you very much. OG, thank you very much. Thank you for following, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go and try and land this now. I know the launch needs a little bit of refinement still, but I want to see if we can land this back at the KSP. Now, oops, that bit jumpy. I expected that. I expected that to be. Is that by design? I don't remember trajectories being like that. There's another mod trajectories. It's a lot smoother than that.